I'm thankful to be here because on Thursday I flew Boeing. Let me tell you something. I'm ready to support whichever presidential nominee says that they're going to execute the CEO of Boeing. I'm a single issue voter now. I'm calling it the pro-life party. Wait, what? You worked at Boeing? Currently? All right, now before you tell us anything about Boeing, can you answer something? Are you feeling suicidal? You work there currently. In what division? The assassination department? Which element? Services. Okay. What's the mood like over there? Yeah. Oh yeah, it's been tough for us in the planes too. Sorry, it's been rough on the ground for you guys over there. Sorry, but we're gonna have a full conversation because I'm flying Boeing again tomorrow, and I need to find out. So tell me, what are people talking about inside? Yeah. Like, okay, let me ask you this: these whistleblowers that have died. Do you think maybe Boeing died? Wait, what was that?
We're not that confident.
Okay. Okay, listen. I'm really curious about this because I always go like my always think with conspiracy theories. I'm like, no, people are not as organized as you think. So I really want to get this. So you think your company is so bad that if they actually tried to kill someone, they'd probably just kill a passenger by mistake?
We'd have to have a dozen meetings on it.
You'd have to have meetings on it. Okay, well now I'm scared. What does your company say inside? Like, is it getting better? Is it? Could you say anything to make me feel good? Like, what was that?
It is safer to travel than it ever has been.
Is that what they emailed you to say this morning? Dear employees, you're going to be getting a lot of hard questions at comedy shows in the coming months. Just remember to remind the comedian it's never been safer to travel. So you think I'm going to be okay tomorrow? Do you fly Boeing planes?
I do.
You do? If you had a choice between Boeing or a different...
Airbus?
Or Airbus?
Either way.
Either way. What if you had to pick one?
I picked the 787.
Okay. Not the 737. Yeah. Yeah, you thought you could trick us with your number codes. I picked the 75K 1000. What about the 737 though? Oh, you have night terrors? What do you do?
I'm a paralyzer.
You're a paralyzer. That's called sleeping. I have this sleep disorder. I close my eyes and I literally stop talking for 6 hours at a time. Tell me one more time. What is it? What's different about it?
Oh, I feel like I'm being murdered.
You feel like you're being murdered.
Actively stabbed.
Actively stabbed?
Yeah, it's great.
And where the fuck are you during all of this? Actively stabbed?
Yes.
By who? By where? Your father? Oh my God.
I have trauma.
You have trauma. I don't mean to guess your trauma, but were you stabbed by your father? What does this mean?
My mom was.
Your mom was. Okay, here we go. She's still around?
Yes.
Oh, whew. I'm not a good enough comedian to get out of that. So,
Her tits saved her.
her tit saved her.
Yeah.
Did she have like those Austin Power like? What do you mean her tit saved her? She was.
So she was stabbed about 16 times.
Oh, okay.
Some in the back, some in the chest.
Some in the back, some in the chest. So 16 minus 2.
Yeah. One hit her boob, but her boob was so big the knife couldn't get to her lung.
The boob was so big, the knife couldn't get to her lung.
It just like nicked her lung instead of completely puncturing it. So yeah.
Fellas, if you ever want your lady to get breast implants, like, honey, I'm just looking out for you, you know? That little A-cup titty, they'll get your lungs with one stab. They'll get it with a fork. How's your relationship with your dad now? Yeah, no, I know. I figured. If you had said, it's great, actually, he's, your mom's okay.
Yeah. She's racist now.
She's racist now. Oh my God, what was on that knife? That's a side effect they don't talk about with stabbing. Yes, oh my God, yes, she survived. It's a miracle. But racist, racist in which direction, I guess?
Against other brown people.
Against other brown people.
She gets really mad about herself as well.
Oh, she's brown too.
Yeah.
Okay, a little better. Not good. I'm not saying it's good.
It's the Florida effect.
The Florida effect. Your family has a lot of disorders, I gotta say. What's the Florida effect? When you get stabbed in Florida, you become a little racist, even if you are that race. That's the state motto. You get racist, you get guns.
You know, you start to hate people.
Wow.
Florida effect.
I guess my girlfriend's night terrors aren't so bad after all. Did she have, do you and your mom fight about it?
No.
No? Did she not talk to you because brown? You gotta be careful passing her a butter knife. She's like, get the fuck away from me! Actually, I want to tell you guys, this is my dad's favorite joke. There's a guy walking along the beach. He finds a magic lamp, rubs it, genie comes out, says, I'll grant you one wish. It was like a Jewish genie or something. My dad adds that part, by the way. That's not part of it. And the guy says to the genie, can you build a highway from Hawaii to California so I can ride my motorcycle back and forth? And the genie is like, oh, that would have a lot of bad environmental impacts. Is there anything else I could do? And the guy says, okay, in that case, can you teach me how women think? And the genie says, so for that highway, 2 lanes or 4? Now that's my dad's favorite joke. He found a way to tell that joke at all 5 of his weddings. I don't know if you've ever been to someone's 5th wedding. They'll bring your own beer. For my dad's vows, he pled the 5th. And by the last stepmom, I was so bitter, I was like, I've learned your name, sweetheart, but you'll be gone by Christmas. And that was a lollipop, because I was 6 years old. That's a deadly laugh over there.
My dad tells the same joke.
Really? How many times has he been married?
Only the one so far.
Oh, wow. Oh, your poor mom. Your mom, like, looks sad. Your dad's like, I don't have a genie around to tell me what you're thinking about, honey. No, that's fine. I'm glad to connect with someone who also has a shitty dad.
There aren't many Jews in Kansas City right now. Apparently.
How did you pivot to that? Oh, you're Jewish too. Is that a Jewish dad thing?
It must be.
Really? So is your dad? Is he a tough guy? Like to get along with? Not Tom. I know you said Jew. I know he wasn't like. So is your dad like a Rambo of a dude?
He's George Costanza's stunt double, basically.
Yeah. That's gotta be tough to grow up with. I enjoy George Costanza in 22-minute segments, not driving me to school every day. And he's still like that? He's still just a neurotic? Yeah. You know when you laugh so hard it feels like it comes from a place of pain? Are you still close with your dad? You talk to him? You get in fights with him ever? You ever say like, stop telling me that genie joke all the time?
No, he's pivoted to, a waiter comes up to a table of 4 middle-aged Jewish women and says, "Is anything all right?"
It sounds like your dad could be a comedian. I mean, a couple more jokes, he's got a full headline set on his hands.
Find the audience first. We're all sick of it.
Does he have any more? Jews always have a lot of jokes. Jews love telling their jokes. I went to a Passover service once. There was a rabbi there. The rabbi came up to me and said, "Oh, you're a comedian? Can I tell you some Holocaust jokes?" And that's what I love. That's what I love about us. We like to joke about ourselves. You know, you're never going to be at church and the priest is going to be like, "Hey, you ever hear the one about the pedophile?" You'd be like, "We all know it's more than one, Father."
My name is Gianmarco Soresi. My dad's Italian, my mom's Jewish, so I'm 100% Italian. If you don't know Italians, we do a lot of hugging. We kiss each other goodbye. Not everyone's used to it. Like my roommate, who's not Italian, when he first saw my dad and I kiss, he was just like, ew. Do you kiss your dad in public? And I was like, yeah. You know, it'd be weird if I only kissed him in private. I was like, hey, Pops, let's get out of here. For a proper goodbye. Now, my father was not born in Italy, but in the 1930s, my grandpa Luigi, that's his actual name, my grandpa Luigi and my grandma Donkey Kong immigrated from the island of Nintendo. Someday that joke's gonna be racist. Someday I'm gonna do that voice, someone in the back will be like, "Who the fuck do you think you are?" And I'll be a smart ass, I'll be like, "It's a me, a Mario." And I'll get canceled, I'll have to go on Twitter and be like, "I'm so sorry." My parents are divorced. My parents, they got divorced when I was 7 days old. So like most kids, my first word was "Mama," but my next 5 were "told me to tell you." The custody battle got so ugly that when I was old enough to talk, the judge ruled I could decide where I wanted to live. So I moved in with the judge. My parents, they hated each other, but I will say this. Whenever I got cast like in the school musical, my mom and dad would always show up on opening night. And my dad would bring this big bouquet of daffodils because he remembered my mom is allergic. college for musical theater, and I have a doctorate in imagination. That means I'm what's known even in show business as a triple threat. Threat number one, I can act. Threat number two, I can sing. And threat number three, I'm annoying. Last year was very good for me. I made my TV debut last year on Law and Order SVU. Well, thank you, but I played Ice-T's waiter. Small part, but I want to do well for it, so to prepare for the role, I actually became a waiter for 12 years. I used to have one of those jobs where, like, between taking orders, I'd like sing songs and dance on the tables, and that's not what Chipotle is known for. I can't help it. I'm an extroverted introvert. Do you guys know what that is? Yes. Yeah, it basically means like when I'm talking, I'm very extroverted, but if you're talking, I'd rather be alone. Some people will call that an asshole, but I prefer a celebrity. I did have one audition a couple of years ago for Game of Thrones. And well, obviously I didn't get it, or your tickets would have cost a lot more. But I walked in, I was ready to go, and the director said to me, first, we need to see you in your underwear, which is not what I was expecting. So I put my underwear back on. Who's got divorced parents here? Who? Is that you? What's your name? Karen. Taryn. You were like, let me correct that immediately. How old were you when your parents got divorced? 20. So it was your fault. Don't be a Karen, Taryn. What were you about to say? Your dad what? Your dad came out as gay. Oh, you were the mom. All right, let's talk about it. How long ago was this? 2010. 12 years ago. Your mom's counting the fucking days. 12 years, 10 seconds since I walked in and saw my husband sucking that big fat cock. Mom, what's your name? Michelle. Did you ever suspect anything? Why, he was like fingering you with his pinky out? Like... Now let me ask you this, do you think he's gay or is he bi? Everyone's bi right now. He's gay, okay, you're like, I confirmed it. And you said you ever suspected?
Well, we had an implant pregnancy at 18.
So he was getting it up. But maybe like at 18, he was like, wow, he lasted an hour for his first time. And so then what made you suspect throughout the years? Well, we're going to talk about this. My life is nothing compared to your life. It was his taste in movies and music. Okay, because listen, I have taste that some people might describe as somewhat effeminate. I tell people all the time, I'm straight, but I'm very theatrical. You know, so like I frequent women only with jazz hands, if that makes sense. But who knows, maybe the secret is for me to marry a woman and that'll unlock it all. So, what was his favorite movie? He loved the Golden Girls. I know straight guys who love the Golden Girls. Oh, so you're getting suspicious. And you ever say hey, let's go see some Clint Eastwood.
fantasy. Let's turn this up, honey, right? This is fun. So you have these suspicions. Did you suspect ever? Was he like your mom tried to do your hair? He was like, move over, bitch! You always do it wrong. Did you ever have suspicions?
Yeah.
Why? What were your suspicions?
Some stuff I found on the computer.
Listen, movie and music are one thing. That is a whole. And did you say anything to him?
No, I acted dumb.
You acted dumb. You're like, oh, those 8 guys are trying to get a scratch deep in his asshole. And it's deep in there, that's why they're so big. They need to go all the way. Oh good, when that curves a little, that should do the trick. Okay. So then what's the big moment? What's the big reveal?
We were at Payless.
So you're at Payless, your father's looking at all the heels, and you're like, sweetheart, the Timberlands are that way. Let's get some working boots. Steel-tipped working boots. And so, okay, you're at Payless, and then what happens?
Yeah, he just told me.
You just told me at Payless. How did he say it?
Well, my brother had already told me.
Okay.
So he said.
He told your brother first to see like maybe your brother could like hook him up with one of his friends or something?
It's very convoluted.
Okay. And are you guys cool? Are you friendly with him now?
Yeah.
Okay. But he probably was gonna come tonight, but he was like, ladies' night, get the fuck out of here. I don't wanna go to that shit. So are you friendly with him still? Not a fan of that personally, but what is he worried about? Is he worried that like he'll fall in love with him? How fucking pissed would you be if you had your ex over and him and your husband just like hit it off? Your ex is like, hey, I got an extra ticket for Madonna this weekend. Are you two dating? Not anymore. You said actually no more. What are you to each other?
Friends.
Friends?
Yeah.
Have you ever hooked up? It's amazing. I mean, if it was a no, have you two ever hooked up? No. You see how quick that was? You got about this much to answer the question. Or it's a yes. Okay, so how if you don't know the state of your relationship, don't sit in the front row of a comedy show. Is it frequent?
No, he lives a little far.
Yeah, I live in the mountains, so I'm visiting.
Yeah.
Oh, how deep in the mountains? You're very well dressed for a mountain man. She was done fucking you, like, get dressed, we're going to a comedy show, and you're like, I have no clothes. I am of the mountain. So if he lived a little closer, would you be dating him?
Maybe.
No, that's not romantic at all. That's not. He's walking home like, okay, if I lived here, would you date me? Here, would you date me? If I lived here, would you date me? A love story for our ages. Two star-crossed lovers. The only thing stopping them, a little bit of distance. How did you meet?
We used to work together.
You guys work together?
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of work?
We're waitress.
I'm a waitress, yes.
Yes, okay, you're both waitresses, sure. Okay, so I get it. You can't afford to travel that far to see. Okay, it's making more sense now. It's like, okay, you can either move closer or get a job. That's
Okay, I used to be a singing waiter. You know, like in between taking people's orders, I'd sing musical theater songs, which I know some people hate that shit, and it's not what like Chipotle is known for. But people, let me tell you, people tip more when they know what you're gonna do with the money, right? Like when you tip more to your waitress at IHOP, if you got to see her have custody of her children. You tip more, that's the point. Are you still waiting?
Yeah.
And you?
In the mountains, yeah.
In the mountains.
Where are these mountains?
Yeah, where are these mountains? Okay, don't worry, I will cover it. We don't have to. I was gonna there. You don't date him, she's gonna fuck him next. She's like, I live close to the mountains. I don't mind a commute for some good dick. What are these mountains?
It's a small town called Idlewild, and our mayor is a dog.
Okay, I understand how in theory it's cute that their mayor is a dog, but do you understand how that's a sign of a country in decline? Do you understand that it's cute, and then in a couple years when we're all dead in a civil war, that dog's gonna come out and lick our dead faces? What do you mean? What do you mean? How did this happen?
You're gonna feel bad though because the dog passed away.
Let me tell you something. I don't feel bad at all. To put it in dog terms, I don't feel bad one lick. If you told me that the mayor of New York City was a dog, I'd put it down myself. You understand? How did it happen? Did you vote for the dog? You didn't vote. You didn't vote. Don't even lie. I can tell.
I did.
You did not.
I did not. I moved there after.
You moved there after. You moved there after. Did the dog pass any major legislation while he was in office?
It's only better than anything Biden can do. So. I think the dog would like Biden. You know, he's real close to getting to all of his bones. That's pretty. I think Biden's better than a dog. I think that's pretty harsh. Even Republicans wouldn't go that far. Was the dog a Democrat or was he conservative? Was he a? I think they just.
Was he a libertarian or? This is what you paid the money for, folks. This quick win. To be honest, it is nice to be in San Diego. Other than this Biden hater up here, it's a pretty rare. What are your political views, Mountain Man?
Independent.
Independent Republican.
Yeah.
I have never in my life met an independent who has voted anything but Republican their entire goddamn lives. It is the biggest lie of all time. You're like, you know what, I'm Republican, but I'd like to fuck Democrats, so I'm gonna be independent. I'd like to fuck women with purple hair, so I'm gonna say that I'm independent. Independent my ass. Get the fuck out of here.
My parents are divorced. Round of applause, your parents are divorced. Don't be shy.
They fucking should be.
Yeah? Yeah? Tell me. Why should they be divorced?
But have you ever heard your parents call you one bitch is about the other, and then the other person calls you, and then you're bitch about the other one? And you're just sitting there like, you know what y'all need?
Sorry, real quick. I am in Canada right now, right? I was like, oh fuck, when did I go to Ireland? I was like, wow, that divorce trauma really fucked up your speech. It's always very stressful when someone's speaking the same language as you, but you don't understand what the fuck they're saying.
If it's any consolation, half
Wait, but now you seem to make it better just now.
I can.
You can.
If I want to.
If you want to. Okay. So what, forgive me, everyone else knows, I'm not from, that's Irish? That's Newfoundland? Newfoundland. Oh, Newfoundland.
Newfoundland and Newfoundland are two different places. Yes.
Okay, well in my accent, it's pronounced Newfoundland. So please respect my culture. So your parents, they got divorced?
No, they haven't.
They haven't, okay. They should. Well, maybe when you tell them that, they just can't understand you.
If you think I'm bad, you should hear me mutter.
I should hear your mutter. In Newfoundland, do you still spell it M-O-T-H-E-R, though? How do you...
M-U-D-D-E-R.
Oh, you spell it wrong, too.
It's wrong in your mind, but we literally have a Newfie dictionary.
I like that mutter. It sounds like a curse word.
But it's either mutter or Burt giver. What do you want? That's right.
Sure. Okay, back to your parents. Who's at fault? Are they both at fault?
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fucking toxic as shit.
Toxic as shit. Who's more toxic, though? Tell me. There's always someone more toxic than the other.
Probably my father.
Your father. I'm just trying to learn more words. That's why I want to talk to you. It's either your father or the sperm getter. Round of applause if you have divorced parents. Make some noise. Yes.
I'm an identical twin, so maybe I'll blame it more.
You're an identical twin?
Yes.
Like the Parent Trap. Where's your twin?
I'm visiting to see you, but she's back at home. She asked me to say hi to you.
No. I thought you were supposed to do the same shit. What the fuck? I got one fan for the price of two. I have so many questions. Do you like each other?
Yeah.
Are you very similar?
Yeah, we're like mirror twins, so we look identical, but we have like opposite personalities.
Did you guys know that term, mirror twins?
I'm right-handed and she's left-handed.
Oh my god! What else? Tell me more.
I love red, she loves blue, I love chocolate, I love vanilla. We have the same eye prescription, but switch.
You're like, I'm Jewish, she's a Nazi. You like me, she likes Matt Rife. It's, Oh my god, that's so weird. Do they study you for science?
They tried when we were in university.
They tried? Like
offer us money to study us.
What did they want to study?
Like our sleep patterns.
Oh god. Do you sleep on your stomach? She sleeps on her back? Some weird shit like that? What kind of money? I would do every study I could.
We like talked about it, but then we were like, one day.
Yeah, one day. Have you ever played any pranks with it?
Yeah.
Tell me a prank. God, I wish I had a twin.
Like we've switched classes for the entire day, and like none of the teachers knew. We had like.
They're like, yeah, she's just as stupid as she was yesterday. That's the nerdiest fucking prank I've ever heard in my life. You take algebra today, okay? They didn't even know. Are you dating someone?
Yeah, that's my boyfriend.
Yeah? Have you ever like tested to see if you could test? Yeah? Yeah. Oh my god, what was the test?
I did it over the phone.
You did it over the phone?
Yeah, so her twin sister called me, and I was like, what do you want? and then
Is that how you answer when she calls you? What do you want?
I could tell by the voice. It sounded different.
It sounded different?
Yeah, and I was like, why didn't you just call me from your phone? Like what?
Okay, and were you testing him to see if you could tell?
Yeah.
I heard them both laugh when I said, what?
Oh, sure.
Why is your sister
What was the test? Were they like, hey, I'm touching myself. And you're like, I can tell it's your sister because I'm rock hard right now.
That'd be cool. You get jerked off with the left hand. That'd be fun.
I went to the 6th floor book repository today, which is, I guess this is the place where Lee Harvey Oswald stationed himself when he killed JFK. When you walk in, there's a sign that says no firearms. I was like, it's a little late for that. They had a very cool exhibit there about this comedian named Vaughn Meader, who you might not know about, but he was very famous in the 60s for his John F. Kennedy impression. And I mean, he sold out theaters, he had multiple albums, and then JFK got killed. Vaughn Meader lost all his gigs, and he ended up shooting himself in the head. He stayed in character to the very end. That's a joke. It was lung cancer that got him in the end. But it's so wild to think about, losing your comedy career because someone else gets murdered. I mean, thank God my Jeffrey Epstein impression never took off. The 6th floor book repository, honestly, the whole experience starts before you even walk in because there's all of these conspiracy theorists outside. Yes. One of the things they love to harp on, they're like, why is there only one video of JFK getting killed? And I was like, because this was before iPhones. If JFK was killed now, there'd be 1,000 TikToks of his head bouncing around with dog ears everywhere. People love JFK. I've heard people say JFK is their favorite president, which is weird because he never finished a term. That's like when I asked my mom, which of your 4 kids is your favorite? And she was like, the one I had aborted. They like JFK because they've cleaned up his image so much. Like, I saw this museum. This museum had covered everything about JFK, except for the fact he had an affair with Marilyn Monroe. Let me tell you, if I'm killed and they make a museum about me, and at some point in my life I slept with Beyonce, that better be a full fucking floor. You understand? I want full-size dioramas of every position we did it in. I want the original towel I wiped her off with. I want conspiracy theorists like, you hear Beyonce's a squirter? That's what really killed him. It's basically a memorial to JFK in the place where the guy killed him from. That's like if they build a memorial for the Iraq War in George Bush's house.
Good, we have a little more time. Fuck around. What was that look? Oh, what'd you say?
Find out.
Sure. What's your name?
Stella.
Stella?
Yeah.
Stella? How do you spell that?
S-E-L-A. It's actually my Hebrew name.
It's your what name?
Hebrew name.
Oh, your Hebrew name.
I'm converting.
Oh, you... Wait, you got recruited? Okay, how did they approach you?
Well, okay, it's a long story.
I have some time.
So my boyfriend that I started seeing last year,
okay.
He's Jewish.
Okay.
But I do have Jewish heritage. So on my dad's side, so that makes me not actually Jewish.
So okay, so you don't. So if only your dad is Jewish, some Jews are like, you're Jewish enough for Germany, but not for Israel. So you started fucking a Jewish guy. You're like, man, I'm gonna get a little more in me. It'll count.
Yeah.
And how religious is he?
We're fairly like conservative. We're not reformed, but we're not orthodox.
You left straight to conservative? What does that mean, conservative?
We do like Shabbat.
You do Shabbat?
Yeah, so we do our blessings and we try.
Shabbat is just you have dinner on Friday night. It's not a big fucking deal at all. That's how liberals Jews are. Conservatives mean we have dinner once a week. That's what's great about Jews.
And we go to school and then try to take Saturday off. So.
Yes, that's the other very conservative part of Judaism. Taking a break on Saturday. Telling other people to work for us. Okay, so are you doing a ceremony or anything? Like to convert? Do you have to do a thing?
Well, so I've been meeting like with our rabbi like once every few weeks, and then.
What do you talk about with the rabbi?
What I'm learning about. So he's kind of like setting me up to do my own. Like he gives me stuff to.
He's like, it's Saturday. I'm taking it off, sweetheart. Go learn it on your own.
So I have done a lot of reading and learning more Hebrew, and then we talk about it if I have any questions. And then since we're planning on getting married, that kind of puts a timeline on it. So
Sure. So what's at the end of the day? You got to take a test. You got to circumcise a baby. What is the final thing you have to do? You're actually like, I got to get this done in time. The rabbi's like, how many nights in Hanukkah? You're a Jew. You passed the test.
So I'll meet with the debate team. So that's going to be the rabbi and the 2 other people that sit there, and they ask me questions.
How hard are these questions, though? Is it pretty easy?
I don't know. It's not super talked about, so I'm not exactly sure. But he said there's no trick. He said, he said, we're not going to give you trick questions. And I was like, okay, well, thank you.
What would be a trick question for a Jew? Here, you want some bacon I made? I gotcha, bitch! The wedding is off! What happens if you fail, though?
I think they would just say you're not ready. It's basically they'll say you're ready.
And you call the wedding off? Look at the confidence over here. She hasn't thought for a second what's going to happen.
No, because I'm confident.
You're confident. Well, let me tell you something. That means you're not ready to be a Jew. Trick question! I saved your marriage, man. You're gonna walk in and he'll be like, are you ready? He'll be like, no. He'll be like, passed!
Do you think R. Kelly is ever sitting in his prison cell and he hears Michael Jackson come on the radio and is like, if only I could have danced a little better? You know a lot about R. Kelly. Hell yeah.
I know a lot about Michael Jackson.
How much about Michael Jackson?
I used to go to Neverland Ranch when Ryan White was there.
Okay, everyone shut the fuck up for 1 second. I got a lot to talk about right now. You just said that you used to go to Neverland Ranch when who was there?
Ryan White.
Is he who
Kid with AIDS.
The kid with AIDS? Oh, okay. I didn't even know about this. This is so there was a kid with AIDS. Did he get it from Michael or?
He was a hemophiliac.
Okay.
He got HIV, world famous. When Ryan White would come into LA, I was the physician responsible for his care.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. And so part of the perks, you'd be like, hey, can we do the appointment at Neverland Ranch again?
No, they would call me and say he's at Neverland Ranch. You need to go check him out.
Okay, so you would go to Neverland Ranch. And when you were done making sure he was okay, did you ride the giraffe or anything like that? You didn't get to hang at all? You just had to leave?
No, I just wasn't interested.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Tell me about Neverland Ranch. Was it weird? Did it just seem fun? Or were you like, something's weird?
Oh, no, it had a weird vibe.
Did you suspect anything?
No, but Ryan White would be there alone, and I'd go, where's Michael Jackson? He'd go, oh, he's in Europe. And he'd just be alone in Neverland Ranch.
Oh, it sounds like a nice resort at this point. I mean, if Michael wasn't even there, that was probably a good time. Did you ever get to meet Michael Jackson?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? What was he like?
He was 2 personalities.
Tell me about. One was the stage, so one was fun?
And, one was the stage, and then one was Michael Jackson, yeah.
Okay, what was that second one like?
He had a deeper voice.
Really? So that voice, the voice he talked to here, that was not his real voice? Then he come back, where's the fucking kids? Get that fucking doctor out of here. I know a lot of people where what they say, they go, well, why did the parents let their kids share a bed with Michael Jackson. And I think people forget that this was back before the Catholic Church got busted. And by which I mean, people didn't know there were so many pedophiles just running around in the wild. You know, it would be like if I told you guys that I share a bed with my golden retriever. You would assume I'm not fucking the dog. But then in 20 years, that HBO documentary comes out, and there's Air Bud being like, when he got the peanut butter, I knew what time it was. And then there's a doctor at a show like, actually that dog had AIDS, and I used to visit him, and...
Who's got fucked up families here? We got some fucked up families? Yeah? You? What's fucked up about your family?
My parents should get a divorce. They're pretty dysfunctional, but they're still together. So, yeah.
Poor you with your married parents. How tough that must have been. No, they should get divorced?
Yeah.
Who's to blame?
Both of them in their own way. Like, my mom is very emotional, my dad's very emotionally unavailable, so...
Oh, sure, that's a struggle.
That's a really great combo,
Yeah.
There's also, my parents are Greek, so...
Oh, we should have started with that. We were trying to behave. Like, oh my god. What is that? Does that mean they're more? Is it like Italian? Like they're temperamental, they're loud, or they're quiet and stoic?
No, they're loud, but there's also like the whole family thing. So, like, they're not gonna get a divorce because it's like a family. But you're like, no, it's not.
Sure. My dad was, because my dad's Italian, and so every night he told me, he'd say, "Son, remember, la familia è tutto. Family is everything. Ma la tua madre è una puttana." I do know a little more Italian, if I'm being honest with you. Anyone got a more fucked up family than that? Anyone? Yeah, you? What?
My dad's a pothead, and my mom's... my dad's a failed musician pothead, and my mom's a music
Orthodox
producer.
Jews, too.
Oh my god. You guys keep starting with the wrong thing. Orthodox Jews and
But that's a rabbi, pothead, musician, Orthodox Jew.
is that what his business card said? Oh, wait, I want to see if I remember. Oh, it feels like a memory test. A rabbi? Pothead? I remembered one thing, that he was a rabbi. A rabbi, pothead, musician, Orthodox Jew. Failed musician. Oh God, that's tough. Did he ever make any good songs? Like, he didn't succeed financially, but do you like his music?
I don't.
I guess that's the deepest sign of failure, your own flesh and blood. Jews, we don't have that family bullshit the Greeks do. That's tough. Can you top that?
My dad's girlfriend is basically my age.
Okay. All right.
And my parents are still married.
Once again, you started with the wrong piece of information. Sure. So they're separated.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He was with her long before they got separated.
Oh my God. I was like, let's get into this. Why aren't they filing the paperwork?
Medical insurance.
Medical insurance. So I assume your mom needs his medical insurance? Okay. And yeah, right? Wouldn't that be a nice Mr. Beast episode? Mr. Beast helps 1,000 women leave their shitty husbands finally. I'm Jewish and Italian, which means I'm part of a group that secretly runs the world's plumbing. Are you Jewish and Italian?
No, I'm just Italian.
Oh, just Italian. Okay, so you finally got a little shout out. I shit on Italians in the first part. You were like, okay, I hope it comes back to. Are you from Italy?
I'm actually from
Where?
Tuscany.
Tuscany. And what are you doing here? Do you hear, they just went like this. You just said where you're from. And was it you? They went, Tuscany. Oh, say it again. Tuscany. That's why they go, Italians are romantic. I'm like, bullshit. They just talk weird. Where are you from again? You're welcome. Tuscany. And are you on vacation or did you move here? You moved here. What made you come here?
I'm a researcher.
You're what?
I'm a researcher.
A researcher. What are you researching?
Neuroscience.
Neuroscience. Okay. And I guess in Italy there's not enough brains? You're opening them up like, linguini again. My dream when I was younger, I thought I was going to be a movie star. And then I realized, a lot of actors have to realize this, and I think I did. In my late 20s, I wish I realized sooner, I'm not good looking enough to be a movie star. And don't get me wrong, for stand-up comedy, I'm fucking stunning. Okay? That's why I do this. That's why I do this. The bar is lower. It's like doing neuroscience in Italy. The bar is lower. I don't really have any material about Israel Palestine. I do think with everything going on with Israel and Palestine, it is the first time my black friends have ever been nervous to talk to me about something. They're like, hey, shalom. And then they start stammering. They're like, and I'm like, whoa, that is cultural appropriation. I don't fucking know. I've had some tough conversations with my more conservative parents. You talk about Israel Palestine, it makes you miss those kind of like easier to swallow debates like trans women playing sports. I mean, compared to Israel Palestine, that was a cakewalk, you know? Now when my transphobic friends are like, do you see this trans woman play volleyball, took out a little girl? I'm like, only one? Good. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I have an Israeli barber. He does my beard. And while he was cutting my beard, he was asking me about my thoughts on Israel and Palestine. And I noticed that the closer the blade got to my throat, the more I became pro-Israeli. That's how it feels talking about that conflict while wanting to succeed in Hollywood. It's tough because even if you want to critique Israel, the problem is there are anti-Semitic people out there. I've seen them. People say all that shit. People say to my face, they say the Jews run Hollywood. And I'm like, well then how about a fucking thank you? Have you ever sat through a Christian movie? They fucking suck. Oh no, the main character died. I wonder if he'll come back to life again, you fucking hacks. They say all sorts of things. They say the Jews run the banks. People complain about the Jews so much. You know what? They sound like fucking Jews. They say the Jews run the banks. Then take your money out. But they never do. They never take the money out. You know why? They don't trust their money will be protected by the cops, because the cops are not run by the Jews. We would, but we're kosher. I like that joke because the people who would be offended by it don't fucking get it.
I started taking a CrossFit class. And I like CrossFit. It's very communal. They do a thing at the beginning called the question of the day. So I did a class where the teacher was like, okay, everyone, I want you to go around, say your name, your occupation, and question of the day, your favorite kind of cake. And it was pretty standard. People were like, red velvet, birthday. And then about halfway through, I got to this woman who was like, hi, everyone. My name's Stacy. I'm an accountant. And my favorite cake is tequila. And in my 10 years of doing stand-up comedy, I have never heard a group of people laugh that hard in my entire fucking life. So I started having a panic attack because I couldn't think of a funnier answer than the fucking accountant. So I'm brainstorming in my head, I'm like, okay, my name is Gianmarco, I'm a comedian, my favorite cake is math. No, it's too hard. My name is Gianmarco, I'm a comedian, my favorite cake is urinal. No, that's gross. I got it, I'm Gianmarco, I'm a comedian, my favorite cake is tequila. Fuck! I look up, everyone's staring at me because I've been mumbling to myself in the corner for a couple of minutes. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, is it my turn? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to improvise. So I walk up and say, hi everyone, my name's Gianmarco. I was a frontline nurse during the COVID pandemic. Urinal. Blah, 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 blah. And I fucking won.
You're kosher too? Is that what you were saying?
No, I'm just brown, so I don't eat red meat.
Don't be racist.
Well, that's the stress. You said I'm brown, and then your boyfriend said, "Don't be racist." What?
This
Oh,
is
they're
my
married.
husband.
My
Oh, this is your
boyfriend's
husband.
here today.
Your boyfriend's not here
No,
today.
no,
Okay.
So please talk shit about him.
No, I'm saying, do you see how not racist it was? I could have said brother, that would have been racist, wouldn't it have been? But I said no, I said boyfriend, no matter what.
So I have a couple of struggles. First of all, I don't like onions.
You don't like onions?
I don't like onions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, what a struggle that is. Incredible.
Oh, my boyfriend hates me for it. I don't eat cilantro, I don't eat red meat, and I'm a diabetic.
I know why your boyfriend didn't want to come out tonight. I'd rather go out where there's no food with you, sweetheart. Let's just... where is he?
He's in Arizona. We're doing long distance. So
Long distance.
he's in school.
He's in school. How did it start, and then how did it become long?
We met while we were interns here. He interned here in California.
Interned, and then he moved.
No, he's always been in school.
Oh, he's always
He
been in
came for
school.
the summer.
What kind of internship was this?
NASA JPL.
NASA?
Yeah, we're engineers.
Next time the spaceship explodes, just know there were two interns that had the best sex of their entire life. How's long distance going?
It's going.
Yeah.
I will see him in 2 days.
You're seeing him in 2 days?
Yeah, I shaved and everything.
She said she shaved and everything.
Valentine's Day is coming up.
Sure.
And so is
Do you try like what is it? Is it Zoom sex now? Is that what the kids are calling it?
No, it's FaceTime.
FaceTime?
Yeah.
And you just put the phone... I don't know, my girlfriend said she wanted to try phone sex, so I gave her the number for some of my friends. I don't know, that's...
Okay, they also do have like Bluetooth controlled like toys.
Whoa, Bluetooth controlled
Where
toys?
it's like, it connects to my
And listen, this is a NASA lady, so this is like fucking high-powered shit. It's like, oh, send me to the moon! Oh, turn it all the way up to Challenger explosion! Do you do that?
No.
Do you?
Oh, sorry. What's the
Do you use the Bluetooth thing? You do? What is it? Like a piece of cloth that goes like... And you have to be like, oh, it's...
No, it's a toy, but it has a specific chip in it that allows you to connect it to Wi-Fi. And so once it's on Wi-Fi, then another person can control it.
And how do they, like, is your boyfriend on the phone just like... He's switching hands? But it's just for you. You don't have like a version for him.
That exists, but...
That exists?
It exists.
We put the phone in your mouth? How does it... There's no way this is good.
It makes it gets time going.
Okay, good, good.
enough.
Did someone say TMI?
Yes.
Wait, do you have someone in your life?
Yes,
But you live with him?
Yes.
Okay, well one day if he moves to Arizona, believe you me, you're gonna be on Google like Panties, NASA. You know how you see a star and you actually see what that star was like a year ago? Have you ever heard what I'm talking about? Yeah, NASA over here? Yeah. You're like, oh fuck, I was coming in class during that lesson. But I saw her on her cell phone earlier in the show. I was like, what are you doing on that phone right now? She was on her phone just like, are you there yet, sweetheart? Yeah, it is good, isn't it? You were texting him, weren't you?
I was live tweeting it to him.
You were live?
I had to tell him
What did you tell him? Give it to me, please. Let me see. Just talked about our sex life with the comedian in front of the audience. If I make it on the IG, please murder me. And here's how you know this guy's a sweet guy. He said, LMAO, what the heck did you say? One of these faces. He talked about how his girlfriend has the cilantro gene and he bullied her for it. Okay. All right, I disagree with that characterization. And I was like, my boyfriend is the same. And then he said, also, do you want to go to the Arizona versus Stanford basketball game on Sunday? And then you said, and so he was like, is your boyfriend with you? And I was like, no. And he was like, oh, how did you meet? And I said, internship. And he said, where? So I said, NASA. And he said, how long? You're describing every detail. I sent this to me. I'll use it for captions on the video. And he said, how is long distance and how do you make it work? And asked about phone sex, and I was like, well, there's wireless toys. And we talked about it, and And I was like, well, there's wireless toys. And we talked about it, and a white old woman said, TMI.